Hello and welcome back to No Man's Sky, everybody. This is ElanPaul, and this is the Voyagers story mode playthrough for 2025. At the recording of this video, this is taking place after I have done the Corvette Expedition. The Corvette Expedition has ended, and we're learning about some new update coming from Hello Games very shortly. So this is in that quasi period. I'm going to even tell you the date. This is October 18th of 2025. Now, at the time that I'm recording this particular video, you're going to see an episode 6 first, the weekend after this, and then followed by this episode. This is episode 7. Episode 7 has taken place just after the Corvette Expedition that I did and after the recording of episode 6. So I did episode 6, I did the Corvette Expedition episode that was a sneak preview, and then did this episode. So at the time of this episode, you're going to learn a couple new things that we've got going on here. First things first, we have our ship, of course, nothing special there. You already learned about that. Got some upgrades for our exosuit, nothing special about that. But our multi-tool is the new parallel gravity scoop. I got this during the expedition. So there it is. I need to clean up one extra spot on this, and I have this all opened up, but you'll see that it's got a decent damage potential on this thing. We've got a new all kinds of upgrades from the expedition, from the Corvette Expedition, and that is as it should be. So I wanted to go ahead and do this anyway because it gave me access to all kinds of neat stuff that you wouldn't get in any normal fashion. So really, really cool. I do need to charge this up. So I have a new plasma launcher on here as well, plus an upgrade for it. I've got an advanced mining laser, as you already knew about, but it's got the hijack laser and the mining beam, so this thing will be melting through stuff greatly. Plus, it's an A-class. That's really cool. I know the other one was an S-class. I know that I got kind of lucky on that, and all of you are wondering, why don't you just use the S-class one? That's this one, if I remember correctly. It's a great weapon, don't get me wrong. Supercharged slots are in good spots and everything like that, but the Atlantic multi-tools, the Sentinel multi-tools are so much more powerful, and it's usually a good idea to use them instead, especially for mining purposes, and that's something we're going to be doing. Plus, I have this one, and it's also a decent multi-tool. I am going to hang on to it, and I want to see what it turns into. It's a B class. It doesn't have everything, but it's got some decent stuff in it, and I'm just going to hang on to it and do some stuff. I got rid of every other multi-tool I have. I'm down to 3, so I did some trade outs of those. I did some upgrades on my new one, so we're all set there. So I'm going to go back to Gravity Scoop. That's what we're going to use from now on. So another thing that we ended up getting was, and I don't know if we still have them, there's one thing I don't quite remember. You see, I kind of got our base upgraded here. I thought there was stairs there. I don't think I kept them. No, I didn't. So I didn't keep any of the Corvette updates, all the Corvette parts and stuff like that, but I can go back to the anomaly and I can go get them whenever I wish. So I just got to do it soon before the next expedition comes out and it gets wiped out. So we'll be doing that another time, or maybe do it in between episodes. So what are we doing today? Today we are going to continue on with the scientist. He's offline right now, and he wants us to go to a spot on the planet in order to get him taken care of. Let me see. I don't think I have the mission selected. There we go. Now I do. It's around here someplace. Reconnect scientist conversion, activate a target sweep. Okay, we just haven't done the target sweep yet. Okay, so we're going to do all of the scientist missions from here. Now, the benefit right now, too, I've had some word from some folks that have told me, hey, I really like the longer play-out videos. Can you make them longer than an hour? Now, the videos I've had lately have been, with the exception of one, have been around an hour, hour and 15 tops. So we're going to go a little further on this one, see how much we can get done, and then we'll release this later on. So let's see how far we get with our missions. So let's do the target sweep. And it looks like we're getting a message. Let's go ahead and access the message first, and we'll talk. Apollo says, how's the base? Make sure you hire a few staff with it. What are units for if not to assert dominance over your fellow life forms? But on to more important things. If you're going to work with me, your equipment needs to be in good condition. We can't have you dying out there. Not yet, at least. What a nice guy. You can find nanite clusters scattered in abandoned buildings and other damaged machines. Ironic, really. The same structures the Sentinels destroyed will lead to their deaths. Trade these nanite clusters with merchants and space stations to get the technology you need. and the communication. Oh, and one last thing. Take this personal force field blueprint. You're going to need it. Consider it a gift, my little investment into our partnership. So I don't know if he's calling me his little investment into the partnership, or he's saying I'm giving you an investment. But you take it however you see fit. Now I'm not big on doing the personal force field. I don't like holding that down while I'm doing fighting and stuff like that. It's okay, but to me, it's up to you. If you want to use it, you can try it out. It's up to you guys. All right, so I need to do a quick scan. No? All right, that's not going to work. All right, so I literally have to land, and it wants me to do a scan with the F button while I'm on my own 2 feet. All right, let's do that. And it may have taken me, yeah, it took me out of the menu as well. All right, it needs me to go that way at 1,600 units. All right, that's interesting. Let's go. So we're going to go this way, about 1,600 now. So I hit the H. Oh, it's actually got it marked now. My bad, I didn't see it before. And if you hit the H on your keyboard, you'll notice that the distance to target is dropping. So, is this the place? Let's find out. Looks like it's an abandoned tree. But if you look back at the H, you'll see that the amount is growing slightly. So let's turn this way. It's probably this building over here. Yep, look at that. It's dropping radically and rapidly. Okay, let's land here. This looks like our building. It doesn't look abandoned to me, but we'll see. Let's take a look. Really? Inside there, huh? That looks like a transmission tower for a lost ship. But, okay, let's head in. Alright, here we go. Let's see what it says. The Vadby Igor, I'm going to say Igor, just because. Yeah. If you can be Frankenstein, I can be Igor. Anyway, terminal online. I prepare to insert the Corvax intelligence core into the transmission tower. The judgment of the Corvax, the judgment of the convergence awaits. Hear the judgment. Terminal online. Connection established. Error. Diagnostic. Corvax science unit corrupted by traveler interaction. You notice they spell traveler here with 2 L's instead of 1. I'm trying to figure out what the proper spelling is. Anyway, moving on. Personality overwritten. Anomaly involvement detected. Solution. Quarantine Corvax science unit from convergence. Observe. Analyze. Silence. Hypothesis. Sentinel. Atlas. Universal foci. Countermeasure in progress. Risk assessment. Entropic. Galactic destruction / rebirth. Error. Atlas. Error. 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 They see you. Well, that's not creepy at all, is it now? Okay, it is very creepy. But it gave you a little bit of insight into what it thinks could happen if we continue down this path. It thinks that the whole universe is going to reset. And then rebirth. Very interesting, isn't it? I don't think I can use this terminal again, can I? Connection failed. Yeah, look at that. The terminal continues to broadcast a signal, but there is no response. Radio waves make their way across the void, unanswered. Broadcast personal communicator ID. I'm curious. There is no reply. All right, well, I'd never done that before. That was new. That was cool. All right. My ship is over here, I believe. Yep, there it is. What's that? Ooh, buried tech. Ooh, piece of candy. Kidding, of course. You always want to pick up the buried tech if you can. For some reason, it has to be accessed straight up from there. There's a little bit of a glitch going on in No Man's Sky. So, but you can still get it. Just for some reason, the focus point is like 6 meters above it. Or maybe 3 meters. Alright, got some nanites out of that. No problem. Alright, back to our scientist. So we're going to continue with our scientist missions for this episode, and we're going to see if we can finish out the base. Unbelievable. We have a trade term, what do you call it? A massive big structure there that we can get to. That is the wrong landing pad. Okay. There you go. Oh, okay. Done. probably turn this thing around so I'm facing the building. Be easier. Alright, let's boot this guy up. I can't really pronounce any of that. There's nothing to say. Analyst entity Akmankan's shell sits in front of me, awaiting reconnection. Trapped inside the data core, I have no way of knowing how the Corvex has taken the encounter at the transmitter. Reinsert core. Shell reconnection in progress. Okay. Oh, he's rebooting. Booting time remaining 1 hour, 29 minutes, 54 seconds. That's literal time in real game time, guys, in the real universe. So I'd have to stand around here for the next hour and a half. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Okay, so what's next? Let's see what we got going on. We want to continue expanding our base, so let's keep going. You notice I have Corvette assembly in here now, and the Under Rebel Star. We'll get to those later. We got to return to the Overseer. Let's talk to him. Things are going well, friend, but it will not be long before violence follows us here. It is inevitable. If I had some microprocessors, I could steal a march on fate. Yes, I would design a weapons terminal suitable for a Vy'keen armorer. The Overseer asked me for microprocessors in order to design a weapons terminal. The scientist should be able to assist with the task. Except Captain... Is it an L? No, it's an I. Idaval has been helpful so far, and I have no reason to distrust them. I shall find them the microprocessors they need. Okay. I'm not sure. Do I have any on me? Don't see any. Okay. So how many do we need? Need 2. Okay. We don't have to make them if we don't want to. Because that is the purpose, folks, why I keep telling you build near a minor settlement. Because, look, microprocessors. I'll just take 2 of those. Thank you very much. Okay, return to the Overseer. See how easy that was? Much quicker that way. I trust our new Corvax friend was helpful. They are merely the start of our merry band. Are you ready to take the next step? I'm not going to tell him about the Corvax. The Overseer asked for the microprocessors so that they can finish the plans for the weapons terminal. So we're going to give them those. You have done so well, friend. I am so very happy. We got our weapons terminal, chromatic metal 40 and pugnium 25. We happen to have both, so. Now, imagine this, friend. A life form displeases you. You punish it, reward it, reshape it. In time, it would do anything you wanted. So, it is with the Sentinels and their attacks. But no more. Now we shall train the trainers. The Overseer requires me to kill Sentinels and bring back their pugnium. Okay. The Sentinels have harried me the length of my journey. We shall be free of their constant harassment. Fire pugnium. How much do we have, by the way? Do we have at least 25 on us? We have 700. I think we have enough. Wait a couple moments. Build the weapon terminal. Okay, we'll do how to do that. That's going to be... Where is that? Here? No. Here? No. Maybe? Ah, there it is. Weapons terminal. There we go. 40 chromatic, 25 pugnium. So where are we going to put this guy? Let's see. I think I like to have him over here. So I could stick him in the corner and everything like that, but you know what? I think I will. Let's just sit back a little ways. We can put him all the way back because the backboard is the back of the unit. There we go. Alright, there's our weapons terminal. Oh, he's already got a little thing over his head there. Do you have it, friend? Their flesh, their pugnium? The Overseer, in something of a state of excitement, asked me for the pugnium I've gathered. Captain Idaval presents me with a reward, as I knew they would. Friend, there is another matter. I gave you the means to create a weapons terminal, did I not? Yet I see no Vy'keen in attendance. Does my help mean so little to you that you would tarry so? You must recruit an armorer before you can proceed. The Overseer requires me to build a weapons terminal, which we did, and recruit a Vy'keen armorer for my base, which we haven't done yet. Except, splendid. I do enjoy our Vy'keen friends. We shall all live in harmony, I think. Okie dokie. And I got a thermal protection module, number 1. I got a cold one. Let me check that out real quick. That's my starship. So there it is, and I think, yeah, we've already got a cold protection. That should be S-class, so that's okay. We can sell that for 300 nanites, and that'll give us some more nanites. No big deal there. All right, so what do? Let's check our log. Wrong one. Expanding the base. We have to hire a base armorer. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, we probably have to head out to space. Escape to change the active mission. Oh, here we are. Weapons research. Hire base armorer. Okay, so that's what we had to do. So, there you go. Galaxy map. Okay, so we need to leave the system. Out we go. Purple sky. Okay, and if we hit the M button real quick, it'll bring us into the galaxy map. So where does it want to take us? It's taking us to Redsum 4. Redsum 4 is our next system. Looks like a nice system too. High tech. Good. 3-star system too. Wonder what kind of system we're going to get ourselves into. Now, mind you, it's been a while. We may end up getting into a pirate battle here, but we'll see. Whoa. That's a crazy looking planet. I haven't seen one like that before. What is that? Desolate, huh? That's wild looking. Okay, I gotta take a closer look. The coloring on this planet is phenomenal. Look at that. That is crazy. Very interesting, to say the least. Okay, well, I'm glad we got to take a look at that. That's pretty neat. Let's head off to our base. All right, and while we're entering the base, we're going to check out the rest of the system real quick. Space station. That's what I meant to say. All right, so we're going to check out the rest of the system. This has already been pre-discovered. Ancient bones. Okay, what do we got over here? Star bulb, the usual. Oh, that's a paradise planet, too, with the rings around it. Red. Have to check that out. There's the desolate one. Unknown. Got copper. So we have 2 unknown planets that he didn't discover while he was here. It's weird starting a game in a region of space that was already discovered by somebody. That's not very common, just so you know. All right, exiting the ship. All right, Vy'keen, we've got an affluent technology. Conflict level is relaxed as well. That's pretty cool. All right, so what do we got here? We need a Vy'keen armorer. Up there he is. He's upstairs. Okay. As usual with all these locations, as you know, I'm going to check out all the little technology merchants. And we'll check out the multi-tools while we're here. Nothing special there. We do have an infraknife. Nope, Starship Shield. Infraknife. That's probably, in my mind, the best weapon in the game. How are we doing that, Knights? I do need launch thrusters. We've been talking about that. And I'm going to take this as well and hang on to it. We got the positron and the photon cannon. The photon cannon we can use right away. We're starting to run low on nanites, so we're going to have to be careful here. All right. And we'll move these over to my ship. Okay, where is my landing? Oh. Lined up right with it. Okay, so that's probably the last upgrade I can put in here for now. Except for you, which we can put right there. Okay, good. So that gives us a little more damage to this at 10,000 damage. So that'll help us out in the long run, but we definitely need to get some ship upgrades one of these days. The only way we're going to get those is if we find other ships and scrap them, and then we can do some work on those. So, all right. So we've got this maxed out. There's no other ship upgrades we can put in here at the moment. All right. Well, that'll be what it will be. And we can sell our other upgrade. I forgot about that. We'll talk to him in a moment. Actually, let's talk to him now. Guard Koshin. Good. Your Gek servant told me you were coming, interloper. It is an honor to meet one whose bloodlust exceeds even my own. Gra. We shall kill together for the glory of Herc and our ancestors. A great sentinel hunt begins. Come, let us inhale the requisite gra-gra. The Vy'keen is old. It is not their skin or appearance that suggests this. These beings are too alien, too unusual for me to make a judgment on that basis. No, it is the way they hold themselves, the way they speak. They do not posture. When they smile at me and tell me it is an honor for us to meet, I believe them. Guard Koshin promises to come to my world and make use of my new weapons terminal. Definitely accept this dude. Gra, I will rejoice in the blood harvest, but tell me, do I need to pay for my own transit? Yes, yes you do. Alright, so what kind of pea shooter do we have here? Yeah. Terrible. I mean, it's got the paralysis mortar. That's always a nice thing to get. So it might be worth getting just for that alone. Huh. How much is it? 133,000? Yeah, let's grab it. Because I don't think my weapon, my unit has a paralysis mortar. No, I don't. That's very handy. Let's go ahead and get that. Alright, so we'll just strip it for that and then sell it later on. This is a different weapon. C-class, and all it's got is a bolt caster. Okay, not worth it to me at this point. So let's go into the multi-tool. We're going to uninstall that. This I'm going to literally uninstall, and we'll uninstall everything else that it will let us uninstall. And that should give us, look at that, a wiring loom, a little bit of chromatic metal, and a carbon nanotube, which I'm not really keen on keeping, but we'll hang on to anyway. So this will go in the new multi-tool. Okay. So we can put this over here someplace. There we go. We do need the plasma, unstable plasma to get these things. I need to check a terminal. Let's upgrade our exosuit while we're here, as usual. Let's see. We got this kind of not maxed out, but we got it squared away. I'm going to start working on these and work my way down and get this squared away next. 50,000 to get that upgraded. Exosuit technology guy, what do you got for me? Remember, I'm running low on nanites. Not low, but I'm getting down there. I'm looking for movement modules, but at least I know I want to go with S-Class now. We're kind of at that point. And then finally, you. What do you have to offer for us? A scanner module, we already got a neutron cannon. Actually very handy. We do want to get that one of these days. And a mining beam upgrade, which we have plenty of. Pulse spitter, blaze javelin, scatter blaster. Yeah, nothing more worth my time, except for that neutron cannon. I am going to hold off getting it now. We don't really want to waste the nanites on it. Alright, so we have one more multi-tool to get rid of. Alright, so we are done here. Nothing more to do. We can go ahead and leave this taco stand. We did forget a couple things. Let me hit the terminal over here. Like I said, unstable plasma is something I'm looking for if they happen to have it. Nope, they got a bunch of other stuff. That's good. Whoop, there it is, right there. Let's get, how much is it? I'm going to get about 20 of them. Okay. Actually, let's get 2 more. Okay. Oh, it didn't take the other one? That's weird. That's strange. It didn't take the purchase earlier. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. And that gets us that. Okay, good. And we'll end up adding this to our bottom row later for ammunition that we can hang on to. Okay, good. So now we can use those particular weapons on our guy. And while we're here, because I forgot to do it, let me go ahead and sell the upgrade that I had. We'll get a little bit of, there, thermal protection. 298. Not quite getting everything I want, but that's okay. Alright. And here we go. We don't have to leave that way. Well, at least we got a save point. We can use the terminal to get back. The portal. Teleporter? Station terminus. I'll get the right word. Alright, we're going to go back to our alpha base. Warp away. Anytime now. Must be having trouble reassembling the atoms. There we go. We're back. Okay, so we're back. Let's see. So we need to talk to our weapons guy over here. There he is. Let's have a chat with him. These facilities are glorious, but know that we Vy'keen exterminate worlds that show even the merest hint of weapons production. Consider yourself lucky that I am your friend. Grahahaha. Violence must be ended. This is the way of Drindarg. This is the way of Herc. When murder is gone, the last weapon fired will be at the Vy'keen ourselves, having served our holy purpose. As a gesture of peace, the armorer offers me a piece of exosuit technology. They are keen to demonstrate they are more than a simple warrior. Accept it, of course. Gra, wear it with pride. Now, before we can begin our work together, there is something we must deal with. Vy'keen High Command would not permit me to reside here and ignore my purpose, interloper. I have discovered a weapons factory nearby, and to sabotage it would demonstrate our worth. While you are there, perhaps you may also learn something useful for yourself. I learned that the Vy'keen believe that no other species should be able to hold weapons, that after the atrocities committed by the Gek, only the Vy'keen should be trusted with arms. The armorer gives me the location of a nearby weapons factory, claiming it is operating illegally. If I go there and shut down production, I may be able to extract a valuable blueprint. Accept. Gra, go with honor, but be wary. The eye of the sentinels will be upon the facility. Opie dopies. I got a toxic protection module. Very nice. Very nice, I take that, but I probably don't need it. So, I'm going to put these in my ship. I don't really need them on myself. Okay, there we go. Let's see. How are we doing? Life support is okay. We'll use a little bit of dioxide to charge that up. Okay. Okay. Where are we going? That way. 27 minutes away on foot. Let's take our ride, shall we? Now, one thing, just as a heads up, guys, you happen to know this place right here, yeah, that ships land at and stuff like that. We have a Vy'keen warrior here, and I don't know, is this system Vy'keen? I don't remember, but I don't know what kind of pilots will land here. This is it's a Gek system, right? We need to get or find ourselves some Vy'keen daggers, but I don't think we can get them here. You can only get them from pilots. And usually these landing platforms, see, that's a Gek. Gek. Yeah, all we're going to get landing here are Geks, and that's it. So we need to go to Vy'keen system and find a landing place, or even an archive, one of the two. And we're going to need some daggers. Unless I saved some in my... I don't remember if I did or not. I don't know if I saved any in my cargo containers. Alright, let's head over here and get this mission done. Okay, weapons factory. See that our... Shut down the weapons factory. Target is getting closer on the bottom left. Oh, wait a minute. Is that it? That's it. Okay. We're here. Now, what's the neat thing about a weapons factory? The neat thing is you have sentinels floating around it. So this is going to turn into a little bit of a sentinel battle, if we wish. Or we can just ignore them. Alright. Bolt caster, only way in. Reload. Reload was extremely fast. Get some nanites. Alright, so while we're here, I could use some upgrades, so I might fight them anyway. Production status 95% efficiency. Factory was indeed engaged in the production of illegal weaponry, just as the Vy'keen claimed. I should shut down production and see what can be gleaned from their systems. So override the production. New blueprint accepted, beginning fabrication. I override the production line, substituting their blueprints for something more harmless. The factory will produce light bulbs, at least for now. I take a copy of the weapon blueprint previously in production, although I cannot understand it. Okay. These guys come in here and they can't see you while you're inside. So if you ever want to fight some sentinels and do so in more of a protective state, you can do that here. Now, unfortunately, this door did not fall out like it should have. So you get pugnium out of these guys, especially the little ones. Look, I am melting these guys in one burst. Wow. This is incredible. This is a great gun, man. Detected by what? Who? Where? How? You. Oh, boy. Mama, I love this thing. And look how many plus signs I have at the top now. Unbelievable. Is this so much easier or what? Yeah, let's go ahead and wipe out these sentinels real quick. This is going to be nice. They always come in the direction you're facing, so if you face this direction, you see? Just watch out for the quad. To me, in my opinion, the quad is the hardest creature to fight. We're only at level 2, so the quad shouldn't be here. That's what the plasma unit does. Okay. Let's get him to show up in this direction this time, shall we? Okay. Always take out the healers and the call-in units, the triangular units first. Because they can't heal them. See? They're healing this guy right here. Got him. See, he's called in some people. And I didn't get him in time before he called them in. People. Called in some more sentinels. There we go. So that will make your fight a little more difficult if you let them keep calling in. So, got a good amount of stuff here, though. I think I killed an animal by accident. Calling unit's gone. Healing unit gone. Healing unit gone. Fighter gone. Fighter gone. He's going to start lobbing grenades at me. There we go. I think we did pretty good there. He hit me with one. Now, if you get close to these guys, they will... I don't know why he can't hit me. They will launch flamethrowers at you, so please be careful. Alright, so that's level 4. We're on to level 5. We're going to stand right here, and let's make them come over there. That'll be fine. That seems to be a good spot. Yeah, they made holes. You got to be careful. Call-in unit. Gone. Healing unit. Gone. Healing unit. Gone. 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 Calling unit gone. Go after those guys if you can. You know, this guy's right here. Got him. Boy, that was tough. Good thing I had so much smoke coming out of him. Okay, where'd the walker go? Says he's here. Let's take a look. You kidding me? I think he's underground. What, is he in the cave? Okay, looks like we got a glitched out system here, folks. The walker is not here. He's underground. Oh, that's crazy. Alright, let's try something here. I can't fly away in my ship without getting in trouble. So we're gonna have to let this one go. Yeah, look at that. He's all the way over there. Let's see. I'm gonna try something here. Supposedly he's right here. Oh, nope. See the red glow? Oh, did he get up? I think he's up. Hold on. Hey, how you doing, buddy? You're welcome, but you're gonna shoot me anyway. Take out the leg first. He gets stunned. Then work on the head. And if you happen to not get him completely dead by the time he starts to come alive again, just take out the other leg. See? One. Take out the other one. And then you have plenty of time. There you go. They're really not that hard to take out when you know what you're doing. Now you can get 2 walker brains. You get close to it and do that. You get 1. And there's your second one. And there you go. Now before you leave, make sure you check around for any combat supplies you may have left sitting on the ground. I'm going to say there are none. I think I did a pretty good job. That's damaged machinery. Okay. We cleaned up nicely. Alright. So that went a lot smoother than the first time I had happened to these. Alright, what do we got? Very nice. We don't... I guess we can hang on to the Mornite for now. The Lemium is actually a pretty good unit to have. I still haven't found a use for the quad servos. I think it's for an upgrade, if not mistaken. If you did get hurt, save some of those meaty chunks and eat them. There we go. Okay, we're in good shape. Where's my ship? I'm insane for me. I mean, that's quite the furrow I had to make in order to get him out of there. But I guarantee you it'll be gone. Oh, let's see what kind of rewards I got here. Accomplishments. 60 sentinels. 70. Did we make to the 100? I don't know if we got to 100 yet. 80. We got 80. 80 was the max. So we have Destroyer of Glass. We have finally accomplished the maximum on that particular one. Alright, so let's take some of this stuff and put it in our ship. Oh, I don't want to make more. I wanted to transfer it. Transfer, transfer, transfer. We got tons of pugnium now. Got a good amount of that. And we got a computer. Alright, so these are for our multi-tool. We already got 3 in here. So plus 1 damage, plus 14. So we're going to see if we can get something better finally, right? Let's just open all 3 of them up. Well, let's see. Hold on. Definitely not good. Meh. That's okay. At 1 and 19, it's okay. Negative 2% reload and 14% fire rate. Plus 1 damage, plus 19 fire rate. This one is useless. We're going to get rid of that. So that's okay. Let's see what the last one holds. Plus 1 damage, plus 2 fire rate. Definitely useless to us. Okay. So it might be better than... Like, that's at 14. This is at 19. This has a fast reload time, but this has more damage. So let's see what happens. So you remember... Put that here. We were at 11,550. So I'm going to take this out. Put this in. 12,180. So it's actually more damaging. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it in there, and we're going to get rid of this one. We don't really need it. It's not bad, but we don't really need it, and it's only worth 16 nanites. So what I'll do is I'll put it in, and I'll install it. And that'll give me more chromatic metal, more pugnium. Very nice. All right, so we are ready to go. So we have to go to our armorer. Beautiful planet, though, isn't it? The purple sky. Very nice. I know Jason would approve. Let's put it that way. We want the far side. There we go. All right, we're back. Let's go visit our friend. You have shut down their production, interloper. Perhaps we shall make a Viking of you yet. Confirm. Excellent work, interloper. Gra, did you obtain any technology of our own? Here, I will decrypt it for you. We shall continue your training. Weapons are nothing without usage, without the glory of righteous war. Ooh, we got a cadmium drive? That's pretty cool. I didn't know he gave that to us. Awesome. Steel yourself, interloper. Pirates have discovered our world. Gra, they will protect practice for your... They will provide practice for your weapons. Attack, Gra, attack! Burn their hives of villainy and sin. Let them know that this is no one's sky but ours. No one's sky? As they tell me of the pirates, the armorer begins to shake. I've not seen such passion, such hatred expressed in them for any other being. The armorer alerts me to the presence of pirate ships orbiting this world, asking me to go and fight them. Agree. Gra, fight well, interloper. Destroy them before they draw more sentinel attention to our homeworld. Alright. We got a cadmium drive, so you see it says it upgrades the hyperdrive's core. Yeah, core bounding magnets, whatever. Preventing rapid disassembly when attempting to reach rare class red stellar bodies. So now we can go to red systems with this. And it is a good idea we put that in. The problem is we're out of room. So this comes down to what? Do we go ahead and uninstall at this point? Now we do have some stuff that we can get rid of, so probably getting rid of this guy is going to be my next option. I didn't want to, but it only cost me like 5 ferrite to make it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. We're going to put in our cadmium drive, which is 250 chromatic metal and 3 wiring looms, which we seem to be gathering in the droves. So there it is, and it does boost your hyperdrive range just a little bit, but allows you access to more. So it's time for us to really start looking for ships and start looking for upgrades so we can get the technology aspect of this ship upgraded. We really need the room to start adding more stuff to this. All right, so moving on. All right, so we need to go where? We need to exit the atmosphere. Wants us to do that. Hold on a second. So we're not doing Ghosts in the Machine yet. We have to finish the weapons research. There it is. All right, weapons research. Here we go. Hunt down the pirates. And it looks like we have a sentinel pillar really nearby. I forgot we had. That's right, we did get the sentinel pillar. Ha ha ha. We got to check it out at some point. Okay, let's go check out our pirates. Where are they at? We have to exit the atmosphere. I'm going to put more power to my weapons.
Warning. Threat detected. Hostile ships approaching.
See how well we do here. Wow, the weapons are much better now, aren't they? If I can get locked in on these guys. All right, good deal. They're gone. All right, good deal. Now we did get this suspicious packet of tech. Lossive indium. Nice. Indium's a good amount of units to get. We need to put some of this stuff back in our ship, though. All right, good deal. Let's head back to the armorer. You know, let's check out that sentinel pillar first, right? That's what we should do. So anytime we want to, we can come to the sentinel pillar and we can shut down the sentinels on this planet every single time. Now, it does contain a multi-tool as well, so maybe we'll get lucky and it'll be a nice one. Alright, let's check it out. So the sentinels are all shut down here. If you look around, you're going to usually find some combat supplies laying around here and there, right? Should be at least 2 normally. Yeah, there's the other one. Okay, there's one. One more over here. There it is. Okay, and if you want to, you take these things out, the pillar control nodes. And they will give you more pugnium and nanites, you see? 218 nanites just for doing that. Oh, I got 4 of these. Very nice. I didn't get any upgrades out of them, but I did get a Vy'keen effigy, a couple of hydraulics, and the pugnium. Okay, good. Excellent. All right, let's go to the terminal. I'm going to go ahead and go through the terminal real quick, guys, because this is kind of important. This is a separate storyline that I do suggest you do at every single one of these particular Sentinel pillars, because it gives you another story as well. Warning, boundary node exposed. Boundary archive status vulnerable. We're going to access the logs. Access log, imposter detected. Override code 4R1AD93. Notice that's in purple too, right? Manifesting personality protocol. Voice of the Hive. Aeron. Routine protocol. Prey. Experiment. Shell. Sentinel. Now that doesn't really spell anything. ARPPESS. ARPRESS. ARPES. You know, it doesn't really do anything. But Sentinel's in purple again here. Once, we had no need for visual manifestation or physical form. Our invisible eyes would record, sort, delete the life and death of every world there ever was or would be. We had no thoughts, no personality, no dreams. So that's the start of a story. So the next hive will continue the story from this point. So I do suggest going through that at some point. Warning, boundary node. Okay, we're back to this. So we've already done the message. The Sentinels are already disabled. Let's check the weapons technology. C-class weapon, worthless to us, and it's very heavily damaged. There's nothing in here that's worth our time. I would suggest, unless it's free, it is free, we'll go ahead and take it and we'll just trade it in is what we're going to do with that. Okay, guys? So let's go back to our original weapon once we get out of here. Log off. And we're going to switch weapons. There we go. So we have 2 weapons we need to get rid of now. It's almost time for that anomaly again. Okay, where's our Vy'keen at? He's that way. There we go. Planetary interference. We didn't quite make it all the way out in space. Oh, actually, no, it's a lot closer than I thought it was. There we go. And we're going to put it back to engines. Get our power switch back to the engine. And that way we don't have to worry about it as much. Which is which? Square building is me. And we don't have to use any launch thruster juice whenever we land here and take off. That's the benefit, man. Having your own landing pad. Alright. We're down. We're done. Let's head over to my buddy. We need to hit our storage containers, too. Is it done, Interloper? Have you purged these vile beings from our air? Confirm. Gra. Well fought, Interloper. To be young. To kill again. Gra, how I envy you. Interloper, there is both good and bad news. Some of the pirates appear to have fled your wrath, but this merely delays their righteous extermination. Hunt them down, interrogate them for potential weapons technology, and then consign them to the great abyss, Gra. Guard Koshin is clearly possessed by the thrill of the hunt, but this energy cannot disguise the fact they appear to be weakening. Has residing here in my base caused them to become ill? The Armorer wishes for me to find one of the escaped pirates and take any technology they might possess. Accept. This is your prize, Interloper, weapons technology, and a pirate to do as you will. Gra, make our ancestors proud. Okay. Boy needs to ease up a little bit. Alright, let's go out here and just put some stuff away. Hold on. Four, 7. Okay, 7. Good. We don't need any more dite on us. Did things just freeze up? Did I mess something up here? Yeah, things are freezing in the game for some reason. Hold on a second, guys. Hopefully we don't crash. I don't know what that was all about. That was weird. Alright, let's put this in here. We're going to put the spare pugnium in it. We already got a ton on our person. There we go. That's good. Back to the ship. I'm going to hang on to the indium. The indium is really good to have. We've got a ton of chromatic metal right now. We don't really... Do we need this? Yeah, we can actually use the tritium in this. I didn't know that. Alright, we'll hang on to it then. We're going to put this away and store it. We'll hang on to the antimatter. Alright, that should do. Okay. Upgrade. Indium. And now I'm going to be selling that toxic protection as well. Do we have anything in here we can get rid of? Scatter blaster stuff, pulse spitter stuff. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, we're good. Alright, so we're done. That'll clear that up. So we're clean there. Alright, let's head out. We didn't crash. That's the best part. Alright, where to? Where is this place at? There's an approximate location, but it doesn't tell me how far away. Whoa, okay, hold on. Alright. H. Oh. Numbers dropping. I think this might be it. See, 337, 308, 280, 253, 224. Okay, good. This must be it. And it's another minor settlement, which means... Let's check for stuff. Okay, what do we got? Multi-tool cabinet. Hey, they got the pea shooter here. It's got a paralysis mortar on it, but we've already had that. I'm going to hold off on it. I know a lot of people out there say, hey, go ahead and grab it anyway. You know, I should grab it anyway, and because when we head to the anomaly, that might get us a multi-tool upgrade out of it. Let me see. Yeah, I can buy it, put it in my inventory, so good. Alright, good, good. That'll be great. By researching specimens, it increases your standing with the particular group in this system. So I've increased my standing with the Gek. Pick up some carbon. More nanites. Terminal, let's see what they got. A nice cobalt, pyrite. Okay, the usual assortment of goods. Nothing special there. Okay. And the guy we want to talk to is right there. Alright, Buckengek. Instead of a buccaneer, Buckengek. That's fantastic. Friend, such a wonderful hour for our meeting. Know that the pirates held me captive, that I had nothing to do with their illegal activities. Tell Gek Trade Federation I'm innocent, yes? Here, take this. Take this as a token of my goodness, friend. Keep mouth shut. The lifeform offers me their advanced survival blueprints. They claim to have been a captive of the pirates, but I have my doubts. The blueprints appear to be given only in exchange for my silence. Picked up on that, eh, buddy? I take the advanced survival blueprints and leave. There's nothing more for me here. Okay. So we got this guy. Very nice. Very nice indeed. What'd we get? Did we get anything here? No? Okay. I guess I have to show him what I got. Alright, back to the armorer. And what do we get? What happened? Met 10 aliens. Okay. Great. Nope, that's the one we want. Alright. Let's see how he takes the news. It is done then? Have you made them suffer? The armorer begins to cough. They do not appear to be in good health. Confirm. I shall decrypt their data, interloper. May it bring you glory, but I have another task for you. It is almost the end. Alright, so we got 2 blueprints out of this. We got Starship Shield Battery, a Star Shield Battery for replenishing our Starship shields during battle, and we also got the blueprint for unstable plasma. Now we can make it ourselves. So that's great. There is structure on this world. A depot of little consequence, but to the Sentinels, grah. They will defend it to their last drone. Attack it. Draw the ire of the Sentinels, then our hunt can begin. While you are away, I shall create a powerful upgrade so that your weapon is fit for our great war. Guard quotient appears to have declined even further. This longing for the hunt seems to be the only thing keeping them alive. The Vy'keen asks that I destroy a depot so that the Sentinels will seek us out. They promise to work on some sort of weapon upgrade while I am away. Accept. Go. I will prepare your weapon, interloper. You can rely on my work. Okay, so you can see he's getting weaker, right?
Navigational data received.
Okay. Remember I said not to destroy the depots, just let them be for the time being until after all these missions are done? This is why. There's the depot. Okay, you can't do this with your ship. You have to do it by hand. You will draw the sentinels normally, but because we've already defeated them. Nice. Anything more here? Is there any more? There's at least 2 sentinels around every one, but this is a peaceful planet, so I don't expect there to be more. We're going to get Lemium and Herox out of this. Yeah, can't destroy it with that. We got to use guns. There we go. Alright, so we got some silver, some sulfurine, which we do, it's a cheap item, but it's good to hang on to it. Some lemium, some Herox, and some granatine. The granatine's very expensive. It's more expensive than the others usually. Oh, no, not in this case, my bad. But we did get 2 glass out of it. Let's see what we get. We got some geodesite, that's worth a lot by itself. And an exosuit upgrade. Let me see what we got here. Alright. 33 core, 91% life support tanks. Alright, these are all better than what I've got, so I will go ahead and delete that. We got ourselves another wiring loom. Some more hugnium. Alright, good deal. Alright, let's bring it home. So we've destroyed the depot, it's time to return to the armor. I love the hovering ability of these things. They're so much fun to do that. There we go. Out we go. I have detected them. Their eye is upon us. You have done it, haven't you? Your actions have summoned them. Confirm. I am sorry, Interloper. I will not be able to assist you in your fight. I am too weak. Take this upgrade module and prepare for their arrival. Who gave me a plasma launcher out of that? That's pretty cool, but we already got it in there, so. They approach, but before the final fight, I have another task for you. I need to be strong to serve you. There is a substance, an offering freely given by the young to their elders, that may yet restore me. I, myself, spent years enmeshed within the harvest circuits, my organs sacrificing their enzymes for the fleet. I was glad to do so, but we need not repeat such torment today. Enzyme remnants found on Viking daggers should be enough to heal me now. Whatever sacrifice Guard Koshen made for others, they do not appear to have reaped the same benefits in their old age. The Viking's body is scarred, their speech labored. I cannot imagine they will survive another year. The armor requires Viking daggers to prevent their further decline. Except, the Viking appears relieved. They say nothing, but there is a look of hope beyond their tired eyes. Okay. So 2 things we've got here. I'm going to show you how to do this. We do not have Viking daggers. I'm pretty certain of that. Let me check my storage container. Yeah, we got a Viking effigy, garlic. That was pretty good. Gek relic. Garlic relics. Yeah, that's to fight against the waves and waves of vampires coming at us. Yeah, there's no daggers in here. Okay, so I never got daggers on this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to head to a Viking system. So you check all the systems. You see the emblems at the bottom right. This is a Viking system, which was the previous one we were at earlier. There's also one here, but this one's a better system because it had good economy as well. So let's warp there. Now, the pilots in the space station usually don't carry these things. So we are going to have to go to a trading outpost on the planet. Now, there's a couple different ways we can do that. We can just go there and hope our economy scanner finds what we're looking for, or we can hit the cartographer. Okay. specific charts, number 2. And you can look for a commercial chart, I believe it is. Let me see here. Yes, you look for commercial charts. So I'm just going to get 2 of those. I don't have any more I can get because I'm out of the navigation balls that we can get. So I got to keep an eye open for those. I need to buy more of those. I think I said that before, and I found some at a terminal that I could buy, and I forgot to buy them. That kind of sucks. Ooh, chromatic metal? Yes, please. I'll put him in my starship, you see. Excellent. That's a good thing to get. I'm also going to get the copper because I can. All right, good. Excellent. All right, it's always good to get some more when you can. Okay, so when we go from here... And what do we got? We got the desolate planet. That's not going to do us any good. What about the one beyond there? Let's get out of the way of this here real quick. One of these planets was a paradise planet, if I remember correctly. Bladed, that might have some stations on it. The planet I was looking for had blighted. Let me see, ancient bones. Yeah, we're looking. Ah, there it is. That's the planet we're looking for. So as we get to this planet, we're going to look for a trade outpost. Also gives us an opportunity to check the planet and see what it's like. It looks red from outside, okay? But you're going to find that as we get into these planets, they change drastically. See? Just like that. Now, it's still red, it looks like. That's a first. That hasn't happened to me in a while. Beautiful blue sky, though. Wow. Ooh, floating flowers. They got the floating flowers on this planet. That's the pretty ones. See? Tassel lilies or whatever they call them. Very nice. Alright. So first, I'm going to try... Utilities, trade... trade outposts, number 1. Where are you? There you are. How far away? 2 minutes? Okay. Let's take the shortcut area. And it says trade depot, so that's exactly what we're looking for. Taking me longer to get there than I expected. There we go. And that's it. That's what we're looking for. And it also gives us an opportunity to see what kind of ships are in the system, too. In case there's something we would like to have. See, those are big flowers and stuff. You can actually land on them. They're so big. What do we got? It's like some shuttles. We got a fighter. More shuttles. Another fighter. Let's check this fighter over here. He'll probably have what we're looking for. They almost all carry the daggers. Okay. Yep, there they are. We need 2 of them. There we go. While we're here, I always recommend getting some extra stuff. Cactus flesh, selenium. You will need it later. I promise you. Not a day goes by that I regret not buying these things when I can. Let's see what these guys have. Platinum and gold, that ain't going to help me at all. It's good to have it, don't get me wrong, but not going to help me in this case. Missed them. Alright, but we're going to hang around and see what kind of ships we got coming in. Oh, they got bugs on this planet too, look at that. Interesting. Hello. So what do we get? We got... selenium and cactus flesh. Okay, good. Putting some stuff in our ship. There we go. Ooh, my gosh, look at you. Oh my gosh, an exotic. My friends, that is one of my favorite ships right there. Wow. Yeah, let's trade first. You don't have anything I need there. And I'm going to make an offer on your ship, my friend. How much is it? Look at the supercharged slots on this. It's not the best in the world, but my word. Look at that. Raging Breath. Oh, wow. We can exchange your ship. We can buy it for 37 million. We are really short, but this is an S-class ship, guys. This is an S-class ship. Holy crap. I'm going to buy it. We need to move our cargo over. Nice cargo. 29, so it's a little shorter than I'd like to see. Oh, we don't have to move the cargo over because we're not going to take this with us. But what a beautiful ship. Oh, this is definitely a save I'm going to keep. What a pretty ship. Definitely buying it. I don't care. Look at that. White with gold filigree. Oh, my word. Isn't that pretty? Look at that ship. Wow. Who knew, man? Let's take it for a quick spin. Take a look around. Oh, isn't that pretty? Let's fly over into the light over here. Oh, the light disappeared. Of course it did. The light keeps disappearing when I get to it. There we go. Into the sunlight. Let's take a pretty look at that. Oh, my word. Is that gorgeous or what? It's not a squiddy, but this is a very pretty ship, man. Very nice. Very nice. Let's get a picture of it, shall we? Very pretty. There's your coordinates at the bottom left, folks. It doesn't make a difference which landing platform you go to. You can go to any of them. And this guy will probably appear in the space station as well. So what we're going to do is I'm going to head back to the... There it is, the trading station right there. Wow. I'm very impressed by this. And our ship should be right there. There it is. Take over the two top platforms over here. What a pretty ship. Very happy with this. This looks like a save I'm going to end up keeping. I'm telling you that right now. That's pretty freaking awesome. Keeping in mind that this ship... Where is it? So again, these are the spots it has on it. The supercharged slots. If another one lands, we can trade it out. But I'm looking for more plants. I'm going to go ahead and take... Wow, I'm just beside myself. I don't know what to say. He's got more selenium. I'll go ahead and take it. What does this guy have? Cactus flesh, selenium. What else can we get? Frostwort would be great. There's more cactus flesh. We don't need the Fecium. I can get them from anywhere. Okay, fungal mold. Yes, let's grab that. I'll grab some more cactus flesh. You notice we're getting a little low on money, so we're gonna have to be careful now. It's time for me to go find a ship and sell it. That's what it's time for me to do. Let me put the ship down here. This will allow more ships to land. There we go. Very excited about this, guys. This is fantastic. Okay. Move some stuff over. Whoop. There we go. And even though this looks like the same ship and everything like that, it's a good idea to check these guys because they might carry a different item. Gamma root, see? Told you. Always good to grab these guys because it's not often I get to hit a trading platform on a regular basis, so do this when I can. We got one near our base, so we ought to hit it once in a while. I think that would be a great idea. Fungal mold, cactus flesh. I'm going to go ahead and grab them both. Again, I got to watch my money. Frostwort would be great if one of these guys had it. Ah, frost crystals. There it is. Excellent. Okay. Good, good, good. That should take care of almost all the plants that we could possibly get. Ah, man, I haven't seen another one land, though. That is really wild. Talk about your fortune, man. I think this is a different ship, I think. Nope, same guy. Okay, that's a different ship. Another one up there just landed. Ah. What do you got? Cactus flesh and selenium.
Product received.
Okay. This is how I do the game. Ooh, more frost crystal and gamma root. Excellent. Okay, good. I think we have enough now. All right, and I don't see any signs of another exotic like this one landing, so I will be glad to add you to my... Wow, that is a beautiful looking little ship there. I like that. Very happy with this, guys. Very happy. What an incredible thing to have happen. Okay. Really cool. And we'll take the hyperspace route to get back home. Which might trigger a pirate, but we'll see. Told you. Glad I got this ship.
Hostile ships approaching.
Why are you that? I just shot a guy and you give me a different guy to shoot at. This is why I go this way. Alright, there you are. You're the guy I was after. Whoops. Another one gone. You gotta watch here because he's flying right at a freighter. You are the guy I was looking for before. Where'd you go? I don't think that's him. It's a different guy again. Would it be something if I got a decent freighter out of this? Got him. Where's the next group? Got one. Got one. Hopefully I haven't hit anybody yet. I don't think I have. I was hitting the... Whoop, careful. Last one. That should be it.
Hostile ships defeated.
Okay, let's communicate with the Gek. Yep. What happened? Oh man, you got to be kidding me! I just got another one. I meant to read that because that we weren't supposed to get yet because we just got a planet in distress. So that is for a settlement. I wasn't trying to get a settlement.
Navigational data received.
Oh my gosh, where are you here? Should be over here someplace. There you are. It's an interesting looking freighter. It's like a giant gun. Yeah, sorry about that. It's a weird noise or sound anomaly that happens on some of these freighters. I don't know why, but there you are. It is a B-class freighter. Okay, so not sure if I'm going to go for this one. I don't think so. Let's just get our reward and get gone. Should be to our right. There we go. I'm not going to read any of this. Request payment instead. Okay, so we get an upgrade, 2 standing, 235 nanites, and 371 gold. I'll take it. Off we go. Got to select our proper We don't need this. We're going to get rid of that, guys. I'm going to unpin that. There we go. And we'll come back to it, because we've already got that weapon. We don't need it. That's the... Is that my guy? That is my guy. That's where I'm headed. On our way. Okay, good deal. So, not bad. Can't believe we found that ship. That is really cool. What do we get? Vector compressors. Worth some money. Alright, we can sell those. I got a bunch of stuff I got to put in inventory, though. And I'm out of room in my suit, I think. I don't know what that gave me. Blaze Javelin module. Okay. Alright. Head to my base. Which one's which? That's the one. Should probably do something to my base to make it look more obvious from when I'm flying in. I have an idea on what I can do, though. But we'll get to that later. Alright. Dropping in. I have not been idle in your absence, Interloper. I've crafted another upgrade module for your ship. But the daggers. I can smell the battle enzyme from across the room. Give them to me. Give the daggers. The Vy'keen takes the dagger and plunges it into their own arm. They immediately revive, their spirits restored. Phase beam, great. Now we are ready, Interloper. The sentinels are here, and you shall head out to meet them. This day shall be glorious, traveler, as it has been before and shall be again. The Vy'keen looks at me with pride. I seem to have provided them with a renewed purpose. Of this I am glad. But placing my world under threat, getting me to summon so many sentinels for pointless battle, when I am back, I will need to speak to the armorer about the future. The armorer warns me that multiple sentinel forces have arrived near our home. I must defeat them. Except... Gra, 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 gra. Okay. Now, because we left the system... Oh, they have the cyclotron ballista. The positron ejector, and Infraknife accelerator, which we definitely want to install. We'll get to that later. I'm going to get rid of the ballista, I think, but we're going to have some serious changes on our ship. We need to hit something here before we fight sentinels. There we go. Plants. And that. Before they attack. We'll get to them in a minute. That goes in my suit. That should go in my suit. That should go in my suit. Okay, we really don't need to get rid of anything else. What are you doing in here? Jerk. I'm in my home. Ah, there you are. So, when you leave a system and come back, even after you shut down the sentinels, they revive the sentinels. Someone over there? I think someone's in my base. They're inside my base, is what they are. They're inside my base. How dare you? Okay, where's the other ones at? There's one outside. He's underneath. Got him. Alright. Done with that. Reinforcements arriving. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these guys over here. Get them away from the base. That way they're not getting trapped in walls and stuff.
Sentinel force.
See, the weapon I'm using right now is powerful enough. I don't have to worry about... Whoops. See what I mean about this guy? He really ticks me off. and he will charge you, so be careful. There we go. Gotcha. Is that it? Okay, that's the end of that round. We've got 2 more rounds to go, so we're going to do this 2 more times. So lucky you, you get to see 2 battles.
Warning. Sentinel walker detected.
There we go. Now, if you hit him with paralysis mortar, you can shock him. There we go. And then you can take him out at leisure.
Warning. Sentinel walker detected.
Okay. I was pointing this way when they came up. I decided to fix the ground a little bit because all the holes were driving me nuts. Woof. Just got out of the way in time. Got to get rid of the healers first, so you can't really take this guy out. Got him. Sorry, buddy. Can't have you attacking me. It looks like our Sentinel Walker keeps getting in the ground. Did you notice that? Let me back away a little ways. So there's a glitch in the system, in the Matrix, my friends. Let me see where he is. Okay, he's down there. Thing. Oh, looks like he's gone up. Okay, let's. Yep, he's back up. There we go. Let's fill this all in. There we go. Very odd. So I'm going to do this my way. Got him. Okay, we're done. Got them all. All right, so we can put our Mordite away. All right, X button. X. Gotta hit the right button. We don't need to put that away. We got another Sentinel boundary map out of it, so that's good to have. I'm gonna put away some more of that. Hard frame engine, that. We'll put this in our ship. All right. We're gonna sell that. Okay. Good deal. And I don't think we need any money. I mean food. So I'm gonna get rid of that. Oh, we got 2 more of those. Good. And this goes into the ship. Okay, good. And we have some stuff to sell. I don't think I need any salt. Thank you. Let's see what kind of upgrades we got out of this. That's useless. I can tell you that right now. And no, useless. Okay. So we got everything we need. Okay, let's go in. Let's go see our Vy'keen warrior for the last communication. You survived where Herc fell, traveler. Forgive me, I was wrong. My whole life I was wrong. It is not the dead that deserve our service, it is the living. It is you, traveler. It is you and you alone. The Vy'keen promises not to cause any more trouble for the base, apologizing profusely, telling me that the living deserve service more than the dead, that I especially am worthy of their aid. The armorer rewards me with a token of my great victory. Accept the reward. It has been an honor to serve you, traveler. Go in the glory. Go on in glory. So I get a combat scope out of that. That's pretty cool. I can build that now. Ra, traveler, I've been inspired by your actions to craft a multi-tool of great power. Would it please you to examine it? Sure. Behold, traveler. Wow, what a piece of crap. I mean, yeah, that's great, man. Thank you. Thank you. You don't mind hang on to it for me? And we'll come back. Okay, so that takes care of all the Vy'keen missions, the armorer missions, if you will. But now we can do a... Do we have it on us? No, we have to make it. Alright, so now we can do a... put this up here. We're going to put you right next to a combat scope. There we go. Combat scope is very, very handy. Let's go ahead and recharge that. Okay, good deal. So now when we have the combat scope, let me see. You see it's on plasma launcher, combat scope. When we shoot, you notice there's like a pullback, and then when you focus with it, you can stay more focused on the target, and you zoom in just a little bit. Okay, so that's what you do that for. All right, great. So I think we had a great episode today, guys. This was really, really cool. We have ourselves a new ship too. On top of it all, there she is. This glorious little exotic. I mean, holy mackerel. It just came in backwards. Did you notice that? That's funny. It actually came in backwards and landed. That is funny as heck. But anyway, great little ship we got here. Very happy with this. Very cool to have all these things going on. So I think what I'm going to do between episodes, I'm going to go ahead and seek out some more upgrades if we can. We got some ships we got to sell. I may be looking for a new Sentinel ship. I would like to find a new one at this point, and maybe that's what we'll do in episode 8. Maybe in episode 8 we're going to go look for a Sentinel ship, a new one. We do need to make some money. We're running low on the units right now, so we need to get that done too, and I need to get rid of other things. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my multi-tools between episodes. That's what I'll do, and then get and clean some things up, get some things ready. In the next episode we're going to do a little ship searching, and since we are just about at the hour and a half mark, I think let me see here, scientific, yeah, he's not ready for another 12 minutes. All right, so we'll come back to him at another time since this episode's just about at an hour and a half. We do want to hit the anomaly. Did you guys see that? I don't know if I showed that on another episode. Let's do that real quick right now. I mean, I know you've seen the anomaly, don't get me wrong, but I think what you haven't seen is us getting rid of multi-tools. So we need to make some money, like I said, and then maybe we need to do an episode on getting a Corvette, but we'll see what happens. I do know that there's probably a new expedition coming out here in another week or so. If you aren't already... No, by the time you see this, we'll already be in the midst of it. So we'll see if I was correct or not. All right. So over here, and you can take the little teleporter pad and beam up here if you need to. Over here is a multi-tool trade-in location. This little terminal right up here. Make sure you're on the right multi-tool, of course. So I'm going to go onto this loot balancer, which has nothing in it, right? Good. And we already emptied out most of our inventory. So we're going to do scrapping it for 93,000. It's not much money. We're just getting some of our money back. And what we end up getting, though, in return, though, is we get, you know, something that we're going to sell for about that much money. We get some upgrades out of it that we can also sell and get some nanites for these. So in a way, it becomes kind of worth it now, doesn't it? So let's go over to another multi-tool we're going to trade in. That's this one. And again, I can uninstall these things if I want and get some stuff out of it, or I can save the paralysis mortar is what I can do. Let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to store the technology and save it for another multi-tool is what I'll do. But this is useless to me, and I can uninstall it and get stuff out of it. I don't think it'll give me any... Is that going to give me a wiring loom? Yeah, it did. Okay, so put that in our ship. So that was definitely worth it, right? These won't. These will just give me base items, so I'm not going to worry about that. So now we can go in here and decommission this one. 100,000 for this one. And if we're fortunate, it gave us some more of these, so we can sell them off. We didn't get an upgrade. We didn't get an upgrade out of it. Okay, so now let's go to the last one, which is this multi-tool here, which doesn't have anything we can use. Even if I uninstall these things, I'm not going to get a wiring loom out of it. So let's see what we're going to sell this one for. 470,000. So that's pretty good. We got it for free. So there we go. And we got some C-class upgrades out of it, and some more stuff that we can trade in for money, but no upgrades. Sometimes when you trade them in, you'll get lucky and you'll get an upgrade, but normally you only have to get that to happen with an A-class upgrade or better. So an A-class, pardon me, an A-class multi-tool or better. Okay, and what we want to do is we're going to run over here. Ah, boy, the running on this is great now. We're going to go to Ares. And we want to talk to him about upgrades. Number 3. He has base selections, but you can sell the upgrades that you just got. Except the paralysis mortar. I'm hanging on to it. See how many nanites I got now? Look at that. 6,000, almost 6,400. And then since we've been traveling around a little bit, while you're here, transmit your milestone data. There we go. Got another 400 nanites. Nothing to sniff at. You know, it's worth something. Even if this guy only gives you 10 nanites, it's worth it, right? Data on flora. Okay, what do we get? Alright. 45 nanites. Still, it's more than what we had. Alright, so we are done here. And that should take care of everything, guys. So, you know, like I said, I've done the Corvette Expedition. New expedition hasn't started yet. And if we go into the terminal, I can get my Corvette if I want. So I create the starship, and I attached all the parts to it again. So I can take all the parts and I can store them, and I can make my own ship out of this monstrosity. So I can do that if I wish, and you'll see it has some halfway decent upgrades on it that I can take off of there too. So not bad at all. But we'll come back and we'll do that later. I already got a decent multi-tool out of it, so I'm not going to make another one, and we should be in good shape. Alright guys, so I'm going to call it here. We're going to stop here in the anomaly, and I will see you guys next time. I'm hoping that what I'm going to do with my multi-tool is I'm going to go ahead and get this opened up. I needed a couple more mirrors anyway, and I'd like to get some upgrades for it if I can. And I need to make some money. So if I find a ship I can start selling, I'm going to go ahead and sell a couple things, and I want to open this tool up just a little bit bigger. And as far as the starship's concerned, if I could find some ships to sell, I'm going to go ahead and open this up. But I need to find some ships. That's all there is to it. Bottom line. Got a lot to get done, and yeah. Hopefully between episodes we can get that taken care of. Alright guys, so again I want to thank you all for watching. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we will see you guys again in episode 8. And we'll be picking up on the scientist episodes. We'll get them knocked out, and then if I had found a station, or pardon me, a system that has a decent sentinel ship, we'll go ahead and show it to you. Alright guys, take care, hit the like, hit the sub. We'll see you guys next time.